There, everybody, we're in Boonville, and I went up there to Luigi Bottini's birthday party. 89 years old. God bless him. He's a gentleman among men, no doubt about it. But here we are, lining up to take off, and you got the clubhouse and the hangars and what have you on the right hand side here. And you can see they got the airplanes parked out there. Had quite a good showing up here for his birthday party. Quite a few people flew in and drove in, and they got some folks camping out there, but no flap takeoff, just rolled her down the runway and hopped it in the ground effect. And of course, pull the throttle off a little bit, and up over the trees, and we're going to climb up to about 2,500 feet. And we got a hold of approach control and got a clearance through the Class D airspace, so you can see Delta Reservoir out in front of us, and that white strip running left to right there on the left side of the windshield is actually the runway at Griffiss. But special thank you to those folks for tolerating BushCat Daryl out here with his orbiting around with the videos. But coming down through, and this is the river running into the end of Delta Reservoir, and right there in front of the strut is the Woods Valley ski resort there. You can see they got the runs up and down the hill. And they got a nice big parking lot there now. They've kind of improved that a little bit over the summer. And we're getting in between the struts there. You can see the clubhouse. And quite a nice facility. I don't ski, but a lot of people do. And we're heading down, getting a little closer to the airport. We're actually in the Class D airspace now. Over the reservoir, you can see just over the Cowlin on the left-hand side is the dam. And the reservoir's filled up nice, but coming down through, got some nice farmland there in the city Rome, town of Floyd area, up toward the town of Western as we're getting down closer to the end of the airport. This is looking to the east at the airport there. And now we're a little bit farther along, and this is over the city of Rome. Good shot of the city. And of course they got the runway configured so that it doesn't go over the populated area at all. Off to the right there's the Walmart shopping complex, just kind of out of the frame there a little bit. And as we continue down across the city, you can see that's a turn road coming up through on an angle there. And you've got the boulevard running perpendicular to the struts there. That would be that would actually be Black River Boulevard. And as we get down a little closer, you can see the arterial coming into the city in the upper right-hand corner. And that comes right down into to Erie Boulevard, which runs east and west through the city there. And of course it's all very well done, well organized, and you can see the shopping areas there, and James Street, Liberty Street, and I mean to say Dominic Street and Liberty Street. You can see some of the government buildings there. City Hall's just coming in between the struts now. And of course, as we're coming up onto the mills right there over my arm, and then you got South Rome down south of the boulevard there, between the canal and the boulevard, Erie Boulevard, and that's the James Street Bridge right in front of the strut, and of course you can see the arterial bridge in between the struts, and then right coming into the frame right over my hand is the parking area and boat launch along the canal there. You go down South George Street to Muck Road, and that's a little bit of a recreational area there. And of course there's some farming under the airplane. And as we continue out, you can get a good look at this is the Penn Central Railroad, CDX Railroad here. And it crosses James Street. Everybody knows the tunnel on James Street. And that's South James Street and the muckland down there. Used to have all manner of truck farming going on there years ago. They had big onion growers down there for years. A lot of it is just growing up the brush now. It's a shame. Right in front of the strut is the old Rome Developmental Center, and they turned it into the prison there. You've got Oneida, and there's a fence in between it, and then you've got Mohawk. Still, they've kind of abandoned the front. The Oneida part of it is not occupied, but the back is still being used as a correctional facility. And as we're coming along, we come upon Wagner Farms here, and you've seen this lots of times. We weren't this high. I'm descending out of 2,500 feet here, but the mazes are growed up nice, and they've got them going there. He's got all manner of truck farming produce there now. Stop in and pick some of that up. We're going over Nancy's house. She's got a lot of nice flower beds there. You can't quite see them because they're under the airplane. But coming around the corner, I came straight home. I didn't line up with the runway. I knew I could make the corner here. We're just sneaking around the corner. And kudos to Mike Vecchio. He come over and cut that little tree that was right in the way there for me the other day. I got to get him up for a ride here at some point. But here we are, back home safe and sound from Boonville. Hope you enjoyed the ride across the city.